Hi, I wanted to do a short video on combustion blowers. I'm just one of these do-it-yourselfers. I live in the Toronto area. I have a Lennox Elite Series furnace. It's the 90 UGF. I noticed the other day that my combustion blower, also referred to as an inducer fan, I believe, was whining and making quite a noise. Not only that, but when I looked inside, I noticed that there was water coming from the bottom of the unit on this corner. So I figured there was a lot of water inside the unit, and the motor was extremely hot to touch. Now, I'm just a do-it-yourselfer. I do feel that the motors can get hot as they are exhausting the flue, the gas, but this was extremely hot. So I decided I wanted to change this. It's a Lennox 7021-9450 in my case. Getting the Lennox part was not so easy. I could order it on Amazon for $198, but I wasn't sure how long the delivery would take. So instead, I wanted to be able to pick one up. So I decided to go with a generic. I'll open the furnace and just show it to you. I went to just to give the do-it-yourselfer all the information you need. I went to a company called Amray Supply. They're at Midland and Progress because I do live in Toronto, and I had first called an HVAC company, and they wanted $550 plus tax to replace this unit. I was able to get this at Amray Supply for $122 plus tax. This is not the Lennox original replacement. It's a Rotom, ROTOM product that's an RFB 547 that fits the 90 UGF furnace. Again, I'm not an HVAC person, so take this for as you wish. Thing was that might help you. When I put this in, and it's simple to put in, it was not a difficult job. There's really only 4 bolts, one at 12 o'clock, one at 3 o'clock, one at 6 o'clock, and one at 9 o'clock. You have a vacuum hose here that you just have to put on the new unit, the plug, which is easy to change, and a ground wire that screws to the back of the furnace. That said, you're done. I started up the furnace, and a day later, I noticed this motor was starting to whine. So my first thought was, here we go again. This is a defective combustion blower. So now, what you might want to check is the boot where the flue gas goes through and goes up. Well, there's a condensate tube that comes down. Now, I've seen this on the internet and on YouTube where people suggest to take this tube off and blow through it or run hot water through it. Well, I did that, and what I did notice when I took this off, there was debris sitting inside this little piece here that I was able to pick out with my finger. I then blew through this tube to make sure that everything was clear, and it did seem to be fine. But I kind of recognized that if there was debris here, that it was coming from further up. So I undid 1 clamp, 2 clamps, took the boot off, and the first thing that I noticed when I took the boot off, I couldn't see through it. This here was completely plugged. So you just need to take this upstairs. You just need to run it under hot water. I didn't have to prod at it or pull anything out. Just run hot water through it, and it completely cleared out this opening. So much so that I couldn't see through it to begin with. So once again, and I just blew through this hose, which takes it over to the trap, the condensate trap, which is that boot down there, and then exits out the furnace. Now, because I'm a do-it-yourselfer, I replaced that. I don't know what this cylindrical piece is here that's part of the condensate. I'm not even sure what that is, and I thought that might be a problem, but it doesn't appear to be. So I've blown that out, put this boot back on again, hooked it up, and my motor is not making any noise at all now. It's running smoothly, and it seems to have solved the problem. So hopefully this will help any of those other do-it-yourselfers out there that are getting a whining noise. My house is 15 years old, so I did decide that it was probably the right thing to do to change the combustion blower. And rather than spend $550 plus tax on getting an HVAC guy in, I thought, I can do this. And I did. And hopefully I've done it right. Everything seems to be running fine now. And the motor seems to be okay. It does still get hot, but I think that's normal. The whine is gone, the whistle is gone, and it seemed to be, in my case, a condensate problem, just for stemming from the boot and the water not being able to get down through the tube. Okay, hope that helps.